Hello crafty friends, this is card 21 in Full Deck Challenge 2 and the prompt is paper doll. Use your playing card in any way to create some type of paper doll. I'm preparing my card as per usual using Mod Podge and white tissue paper. This creates a good substrate for any other layers I'm going to be placing on top. I put a layer of the Mod Podge on top of the tissue paper too, just to make it stronger and so that it doesn't tear. Once it's dry, I'm just going to tear off the excess. For my paper doll, I'm going to use some really quirky images by ElenaZinskiArt. She is available on Etsy. I will put a link to her shop in the description box below. These are all from one kit that she has that you can print its arms, legs, bodies, and faces, and hats and accessories. They're super quirky and super fun. So I'm going to use some of these for mine. I'm going to use some legs and one of the funky faces. I have just printed them on regular copy paper, so just to make them a bit firmer, I'm going to stick them onto a cardstock first before I fussy cut them. Otherwise, they'll be a little floppy when I attach them to my card. You can also look through magazines for heads, faces, and arms, or anything you need for your paper doll. Once those are cut out, I'm going to decorate her body. I want to give her a little bit of shape, so I'm just going to give her a neck and sort of like a body shape. It's not going to be obviously accurate or to any great proportion. I'm just doing it very roughly and then cutting that out. I'm going to keep the 8 that I'm cutting out to use later as part of her dress. To decorate the dress, I'm going to use some of my happy scraps. If you'd like to know how to make these, I will link the video where I created these happy scraps previously, and they are super fun and you can use them in a multitude of projects. So I've just grabbed a few that I like the colors of, and I'm going to just make strips and place them on her dress until I find a balance and until I'm happy with the colors. And then I'm going to stick that down with a glue stick. You could also use pieces from a magazine or cardstock. You could also paint or hand draw the dress, anything you like. It's your paper doll. I'm just going to tear the excess off around of my strips. I'm not using a scissors. I like it quite rough since it's quite a quirky feel. And then I'm going to use my gelato crayon and some water just to add a bit of color and a bit of dimension. Anything goes here, so just have fun, think outside of the box. I'm going to use a black watercolor pencil that I'm dipping the tip of in some water and then just making some rough circles. I'm really not thinking about it. I'm just doing what I think would go, something that's similar of what I would do maybe in an art journal. Just have fun with it. And then I'm going to stick down my number 8 with some Mod Podge. You could also use gel, medium, or craft glue, anything that's quite strong to adhere. And then I'm just edging it with some black to give it some definition. I'm really just playing along and having fun. I'm going to extend her dress a little bit with an additional piece of the happy scraps. It's never too late to join in the full deck challenge. This is deck number 2. The first one has already been completed and the full playlist will be available in the description box below, along with a playlist for the second deck. Also, if you're on Facebook, do join my group there. Just search Full Deck Challenge Group. I would also love if you subscribed to my channel. This is obviously the home of the Full Deck Challenge. I also do art journaling, junk journals, mixed media, and making ephemera. When you subscribe, also hit the little bell so you're notified every time I upload new content. Once everything is nice and dry, I'm going to add some additional dimension by running it under the sewing machine. I'm just going to do some zigzag stitching in black thread, just randomly here and there over the dress, and I'm going to leave all the threads hanging. I like that look. You can stop at any point or you can keep adding to the dress. I'm going to add some mark making with some black acrylic paint and a paintbrush. And then to lighten everything and to make it more cohesive, I'm going to add some white splatter with watered down acrylic paint. And now we're going to add the head and legs. I'm going to use a glue stick for this. A little difficult to see on the video, but her earrings have got a lime green with red polka dots. So I want to bring that lime green into her dress a little bit. I started by using the back of a paintbrush with lime green acrylic paint to make dots. I didn't like the way that looked, so then I just took a wet paintbrush and smeared it more and then added even more water and made it a bit drippy. Remember, it's all about experimenting. If you don't like the first way you've done it, you can try another way. And never ever be afraid of making mistakes. And my daughter Tia was watching while I was creating this and had to have her input as well. And you will soon see that she points her finger to the bottom right hand corner where she's telling me I should add some more lime green. I think it needs something else to make it pop a bit more, so I'm going to also add a flower. I have a flower from the same art kit that I got the head and the legs from, so I'm just going to fussy cut that out and just move it around until I find the perfect spot. And the lime green also brings out the green from her earrings, which I think balances out well. And here let me show you a close-up of my paper doll so you can see all the details and all the vibrant colors. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I really hope you enjoyed it and were inspired to create your own paper doll. Don't forget to join in the challenge and to subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.